Hi again. So let's think about what you have decided to be your New Year's resolution. Something's going to have to change in your life, right? It's day 4. So it's time to start here with the lie you've been believing about yourself that got you into this problem in the first place. What part of you do you excuse as will always be a problem in your life, and that's just the way it is, that you will just get by? Somewhere in that lie you are accepting there's a story you are making up about yourself. Maybe it is that you will never truly be able to trust someone because your trust has been taken advantage of too many times. Maybe it is that you will never find a good man until you lose the weight. Maybe that God doesn't really love you because you can't see him as a father. Maybe that you are unlovable and you're lucky to have the few people in your life who act like they love you. Maybe that experiencing true joy is something for others, but not for you. Maybe that your life is far better than your mother's life, so you're barely their existence is enough for you to get by with. Maybe it's, I can never lose this weight because I have health problems. Maybe that you will never be loved and married again. What story did I not mention? What story are you making up about yourself? Just a note about your past. Yes, what happened to you in your past did happen. But how does that past define you now? Now that you can see it with your wiser, overcoming eyes. Is it leading you into a life of truth, or is it justifying this lie that defines you now? Your past is part of your story, but you are grown and overcome and are worthy of living this new life that God has breathed inside of you. Psalm 119:29 cleverly says, "Keep me from lying to myself. Give me the privilege of knowing your instructions." Or this quote from Dr. Brene Brown, and again, everything she says comes from her research, it's science. Her quote is, "When we can let go of what other people think and own our story, we gain access to our worthiness, the feeling that we are enough just as we are and that we are worthy of love and belonging. When we spend a lifetime trying to distance ourselves from the parts of our lives that don't fit with who we think we're supposed to be, we stand outside of our story and we hustle for our worthiness by constantly performing, perfecting, pleasing, and proving. Our sense of worthiness, that critically important piece that gives us access to love and belonging, lives inside our story. The truth of our story. So today, day 4, bring this lie into the light. Make the quiet moments and ask yourself these 4 questions and dare yourself to answer honestly. Question 1, what's the lie I've been telling myself? 2, what's the reality? 3, what's the real truth? Those 2 are different, by the way. And 4, what do I have to be grateful for and praise God about? Exposing this lie to the light of truth then makes this lie manageable. How about that? Lies that are manageable. Mr. Rogers often said, whatever is mentionable is manageable. Won't this help you with your resolution? In this process, you will fail. The practice of failing, yet continuing to try, is what a faithful life looks like. It is becoming that overcomer. God can use all those failures and shape them by his grace into something wonderful we could never have imagined. Bravery is made in those decisions of failure, of trying again. God redeems your pain. Now, I feel some fear creeping up inside of some of you as you process this. You know what this lie is, but it is so comfortable to accept. It is such a part of your made-up story. Because of this lie that has been accepted and has led your life, you're really stuck in your life. You have limited financial means now to make the move that you need to make. Or you have burned some reliable friends who could have helped you, but now won't. And the thought of entering through a church doors to make a new start is just too overwhelming to even get into the car. That is, if you have a car or if you have gas for the car. Fear. From the greatest story ever told, after the story of Jesus, and that would be Star Wars. This is what Yoda has to say about fear. Fear is the path to the dark side. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering. Close quote. You are suffering, right? Bring the lie into the light. Overcome the fear that keeps you small. Holy tension is a part of this. Holy tension is the discomfort of being stuck in between, but knowing that if you can make a brave, vulnerable decision, something holy is going to happen. You're in this now. Lean into it. Trust the transformation process. There's one more thing. I will see you tomorrow.